So, back on the blocks. If you don't know, if you don't understand what's going on, of all the things that I thought were possible to actually go wrong, this is literally the worst possible thing that could have gone wrong. This is going to be the hardest and therefore the most time consuming and therefore most expensive thing to fix. It is what it is. It's a boat. It's going to cost me money. It's going to delay me, and I just need to get through it. But I reserve the right to be upset about it for a little while. What happened was this leaked. It wasn't a bad leak, but the problem is this can't be fixed in the water. So I had them put me back on the blocks. I'm back on land so I can figure out what to do with this. And then I realized I'd screwed up. Essentially, I hadn't taken enough time and looked carefully enough. Like, once I started asking other people for advice, there was a lot of questions I didn't have answers to. I should have taken the time to get better video, gotten in closer with the camera, got some light on it so the video shot was better, all that sort of thing, and I didn't do that. But the reality is it looked like it was leaking around where this nut tightens down on the fiberglass. However, it was possible that it was leaking because these hose clamps weren't tight enough. So just, I've already tightened them down really tight. So if it is the hose clamps, that should be fixed. I don't think that's what was leaking. I think it was where this nut mounts to the hull. In order to fix that, the first thing I have to do is then I got to drop the centerboard. So I have to take the centerboard out. I can't do that while I'm on the blocks because the blocks are in the way of the centerboard. So here's the centerboard. It's hanging a little bit. Up here is where it's mounted. You can see the bolts. You can see half of the bolts are sitting on the block. So I need the lift to lift me up, take the centerboard out, and then it can set me back down on the blocks and I can work on it. Since I need the lift anyway, this afternoon I'm going to have them set me in the water and see if it still leaks. Because if it doesn't, great, I can get on with my life. But if it does, which is what I expect, they're going to bring me back over. We're going to take the centerboard out. Yep, here it goes. Yeah. So I think I can just get in there, clean everything up, put a bunch of sealant, tighten that nut back down. So I'm at the point where I've sanded, all the rough spots, and I've got it all cleaned up and cleaned it with acetone and all this sort of stuff. And it's time to put the sealant in and tighten that nut down. This is the kind of no going back. If I haven't cleaned it well enough, and this doesn't seal, or anything I do that this doesn't seal, you'll forgive me if I sit here for a few minutes and just, in my head, go through, is there any other prep work I could do to make sure that this bonds and forms a good seal? Because if it doesn't, much better. I feel like I've got it up in there now. Yes, easy by comparison. Don't worry, as I get closer, I'm going to grab the pipe with another wrench and help keep it stationary. Final tightening. The fun part is this needs at least 48 hours to cure, which is fine because I'm not, the earliest I could get the lift would be Monday, and that's pretty unlikely given the schedule around here. 3M says the stuff can take 7 days to fully cure, so I don't think I should try to do any more work on this for at least a few days anyway, give it time to set up and cure well. That's kind of anticlimactic for me, but it's time to go find other things to do for a while.